collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Guess what? It's time for your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Scorpio to full moon in Taurus, October into November 2022? I am your reader, Angelo Lyons. Mal for short, keeping an eye on one of my cats. A professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, almost 24 years, 24 and a half years of service. It'll be happening on Samhain. We'll talk about it. I'm the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box. You can preview it for free if you like it, if you can remember. And I am a creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Lovely subscription service for the creative types like myself, mystical artist that I am. You can set your own subscription levels, give them all different benefits, and that's exactly what I've gone and done. All of my subscribers on Patreon have access to all of the extended reads. Part 1's on YouTube. There's a Part 2 on Vimeo on demand if you want to do it pay-per-view, or you can subscribe at any level and get the extended readings past, present, and future. Morning live streams with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, doing a little prayer, meditation, grounding thing to set us off on our way. Me sitting on the couch, usually wearing a bathrobe with a big old cup of coffee, doing it from the laptop. It's a lot of fun. I love it, and all of my subscribers get that, as well as they all have access to the Zoom classes and workshops that we are doing that. Anyone can participate, any of my subscribers. But it is exclusive content, and we record it, so if they miss the night of the class or whatever, they can watch it back and catch up and take the next one. So if you are looking for a deeper experience, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. And seriously, if you're an artist or creative type, check it out for yourself too. I'm recommending it to all my artist friends. Because I'm the Archangel Lyons, Angelo Lyons. Hey, just call me Mal. Hey, Aqualungs, Aquariums, hi. These are my favorite reads. It's my favorite season, series, I think is what I meant to say. And only 2 left. And then we're getting ready for that new moon in Scorpio. We'll talk about that in a sec. Gotta say though, if you are new to the channel, new to my readings, a 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, waxing from new to full. What I've been saying is a beautiful new to full Scorpio, Taurus. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you fine-tune and align your manifestational process, your spell work, your law of attraction, who's he, what's this, you do you, to manifest your heart's desire. Your element of fire, our first card down, because as you do that, you're helping fulfill what you came into your life to do. Sacred contracts, Carolyn Mace, divine planning, kind of quantum stuff. So let's have a look at the timeline, shall we? We're looking at, as I said, a new moon in Scorpio on a Tuesday. It's Tuesday, October 25th, 6:49 a.m. It is a partial eclipse, and aside from that, it's a new moon in Scorpio on a Tuesday. Money, sex, power on the day of Mars, Marty. Come now, right? It's a lot. It's very, very intense. Could be very, very powerful, right? Second chakra dynamics in general. We may have some feline intervention, by the way, because it is raining and the cats just woke up from a nap. I thought they would sleep through this, but cats. So then, plant a seed for Scorpio on a Tuesday and tend it. Watch it grow, build, manifest, whatever you want to call it, to the full moon in Taurus on a Tuesday. So it's a Tuesday to a Tuesday, easy to remember. November 8th, 6:02 a.m. Did I say 6:49 a.m. was new moon? Yeah, Eastern. I'm in New York. To 6:02 a.m. Very early mornings. I'll get it at a more convenient time, I'm sure. But that's a total lunar eclipse. So think about that. A Scorpio intense seed, 8th house dynamic, manifesting in the life values Taurus, total eclipse. It's a lot, and it could be very, very powerful. So It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to look at other seeds you may be wanting to plant, so to speak, or maybe a different take on one that you're already in play with. Because even the cross-watchers, if you apply this to yourself, you will be moving along, manifesting what is indicated, which means you will be helping the one you are cross-watching for do the same. Quantum entanglement, blah, blah, blah. And as well as the entire Aquarian collective. So, you know, it's something to consider. I think we're done explaining enough. Enough. The cats are awake. Enough explanation. Let's get to divination. And if I have to pull over and turn this car around, kids, I will. Mama, please, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Hi, I manifested a Melchior. You can't really see him because he's a black cat on a black chair. What, booger? Why don't you go lay down, you little Taurus self, you little Taurus kitty? Can't really get mad at them. They're so freaking cute. 3 black cats, all boys. One more time, please take a nice deep breath. Or be so felinely interrupted. Good, I'm glad I gave you the giggles too. As I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish to represent the element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, and their hearts' desires are part of that great ineffable plan, better than anything we can imagine or conceive of. And we didn't choose our heart's desires. They're written in. That's why they're called the heart's desires, not the mind's desires. Written into our contracts. What's their element of fire? This beautiful, beautiful October, November 2022. Joy! Sorry. It's a Ren and Stimpy, a PTSD, a Ren and Stimpy. I forget who else got this, but this is what I mean. I know it came up. Oh, Libra, there. Cardinal heir to your fixed heir. You can call that a trine if you like. Now, this spell, I remember this now. I'm going to read it, what's written on the card. It's just a spell fragment. It's a place to, like, focus a little bit. But I need to reverse the couplets, you'll see. So what's written is I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. I'm sorry, I'm a Virgo. It's got to be the other way around for me. Let joy and light radiate from me, as I do will, so mote it be. That's how it is, right? So joy, general enough. Now, everybody's heart's desire is joy because the core of the soul is joy, right? This is our natural state of being. Ask Eckhart Tolle, right? Ask the Dalai Lama. Eastern, Western, Northern, Southern. You'll find that as a mystical truth that weaves itself through most of the mystical traditions on planet Earth, past and present. So joy, you know, whatever your heart's desire is, it's a good intuitive way to tap into it, right? It's like, I want joy, not just happy. Joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. Da, 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 da. Let's ground that, shall we, with the element of earth. We are using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. These are fun reads for me. So I'm trying not to split my focus, but my cats are being a little sneaky. I wouldn't go so far as to say shady, but I feel like something's a paw, can't be a foot. Anyway, element of earth. To the fuel to feed the fire to ground and manifest your heart's desire, usually indicating some kind of action. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the angels, the archangels of the north powers of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, and the archangel of lions and felines. So please keep my boys in check just till this reading is over. Oh One card in clarity, please, to represent the element of earth, the fuel to feed, the fire to ground, and manifest the heart's desire for the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus, suns, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, that the heart of their desire is joy, which is the heart of who we all are at core. So what do you got for them? What is the crystal oracle, whether they have the stone indicated or not? Because clear quartz does anything, as does a piece of jewelry. If they want to add an amulet, a talisman, whoozy, what's this, and they may want to, because they got rhodochrosite, a past life stone for me, certainly. Whew. That and selenite together. Ooh. It's like the Akashic Record library card. But rhodochrosite, and there we've got a double whammy. I'm going to read you what he's got to say here. Oh, and this is it's not the quickie, it is a longie. And again, it's got an affirmation at the end, so you guys are really getting your money's worth for a free video on YouTube. Rhodochrosite, relationships. So joy in relationships, compassion, blessings, love, and the double whammy, joy. So you got joy. We got one more. We are living in the Nickelodeon multiverse. It is through our relationships with others that we learn more about our own character. Told you. I could have waited, but I was following the inspiration. You know what I mean. From a higher perspective, everyone we encounter is a reflection of ourselves, and the universe has placed around us things that will help us expand our love and tolerance. Now, true, but there's a deeper truth there. We're all one, all right? So the idea of mirroring each other, I get that. But the idea that you spot it, you got it, is really oversimplified. I've heard it for decades, and it's a great way to torture yourself, particularly if you're not a very greedy person and you keep running into greedy people. That's the second mirror, called the Mirror of Judgments. Gregg Braden, his brilliant YouTube channel, the Seven Essene Mirrors, from Qumran, the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? The Essenes and all that. Check it out, because there are 7 of the mirrors. Not just you spot it, you got it. That's called the Mirror of Now. So, just want to say. Okay, that was my codicil, my 10 cents on that one. Where did we leave off? Okay, we meet people we like and people we dislike. When we see what we consider to be positive traits in others, we align with these characteristics because we believe them to be good. All right, we'll get along with that. Yet, when we see what we consider to be negative aspects in others, characters, we refuse to see those same traits in ourselves because we judge them as bad. But that's what I'm saying. You can even deny that you're in judgment of something, right? It's like, okay, here's my one, right? I am as honest, as lovingly honest. Truth without compassion is brutality. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has been lied to a lot, right? Who hasn't? But it's something that really gets under my skin. So it's like, oh, no. I at least am going to be honest. So when I get judgy, it's a great word, about lies, illusions, deceptions, delusions, tricksters, tramps and thieves, because let's leave the Romani out of it. Beautiful people. That is a judgment thing, right? So it's the mirror of judgment, and sometimes it's just acknowledging that allows the healing to continue. Just saying. Yet, the truth is that we have each trait within us, either currently or in the past. Cro-Magnon man, we all made mistakes incarnationally. Otherwise, we would not be able to recognize those traits in another. Even with Wi-Fi, right? We wouldn't be able to find out about it somehow. You are being urged to examine the traits you don't like in others, and rather than merely judge them as bad or avoiding them, look at what they reflect within you. Again, could be a judgment, could be things about your relationships to your mother and father, to the divine, really, the 7 mirrors. Developing a compassionate attitude will help you realize that often the judgments we make about others are judgments we make about ourselves. Well, the content may be the same, but the form can be different. Course in Miracles. All relationships are a mixture of positive and negative. They help us broaden our understanding of life and love and help us to see more of who we are. And that's true, because we are all one. There's only one of us incarnate, right? All at once. every lifetime happening simultaneously. Oh, please don't make me do math. Here's your affirmation should you choose to accept it. I love and accept myself as I am. Good old Louise Hay. I love and accept the world as it is. Good luck. Deep in my heart, I know that beyond my perceptions of good and bad, only love exists, which is the truth, right? Right, wrong, and then there's unity. But this is about relationships. I think we can stick with that, right? Like joy in relationships, joy, being compassionate. Sure, use the mirroring process. Ho'oponopono. H-O''O''P-O-N-O''P-O-N-O. You get 100% responsibility for anything that shows up in the outside world by clearing on the inside world, right? It's very chakric. Let's keep it light, folks. Because this feels lovely, right? This isn't a womp-womp reading. We got joy, double whammy with rhodochrosite, and rhodochrosite ain't that hard to find, but I understand you might not want to run right out and get it. Rose quartz will do fine, or, you know, whatever you got. Element of air, your element. The Healing with the Angels Oracle. 2 ways I read this, usually both of them click. Number 1 is whatever's written on the card, look it up. The original meanings of words. I know I say it every reading because it blows my mind. My guys will be like, look that one up. And I will. I'll just like sometimes I'll just talk into my phone and say, what's the original meaning of this word, right? The ancient meaning. And what comes through is so different from what we're used to that it clicks into place and can make a general reading rather specific. These are also healing angels, so if you call upon them, pray about them, meditate them, hey, some say if you even just start reading about them, they come closer. Because angels do not cross boundaries uninvited. You ask them, you call, you don't summon or stir. I know, I used to summon angels way back in the way back when, and I'm sure there are lots of people who still do, but the celestials tend to come with a loving, sometimes desperate call for help. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of air, the sign of Aquarius, powers of the east, the Raphaelites, the angels of healing, wisdom, and thought. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Aquarian Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs of Cross-Watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. This feels so good already. The element of air, to feed that fire, to stoke that fire of joy, their heart's desire in their grounded relationships, right? Looking at the mirrors, grain of salt, a little blue solar water, right? Some compassion, but again, a double whammy, a joy. So what is the element of air to stoke that fire? To manifest that heart's desire, as well as the healing angels waiting for the invitation to come in and help this beautiful, beautiful October-November 2022 blessings. What would the healing angels of blessings do, right? I've been saying this as of late because it cracks me up. You know what a plumber does? They plumb, Eve or otherwise, right? Well, what do they do? Oh, they bring you healing blessings. Yeah, but what does that mean? How many times have healing blessings been in disguise, right? Yes, of course, but also perhaps heal your ability to bless. I mean, come on, being compassionate with somebody and seeing that it's not the person, it's the pattern. That's good. It's Joe Vitale, Ho'oponopono, the 5th phrase. It's a good audiobook. I liked it on YouTube. Saying it's not the person. It's like it's not the immortal, perfect, beautiful, innocent soul at the core of them. It's their ancestral patterning, whatever it is. And to call upon the healing angels of blessing might simply be, healing angels, I don't see the blessings here. I don't see the healing here. I would like to help. Done. Think about it. You're going to anyway, because you're a fixed air sign. I think particularly if you're Venus and is it Aquarius with that rhodochrosite there with joy, or your moon, that could be a lot. It could be a lot of good to build over a 2-week period. Well, we're having feline parade today. The only one that hasn't come by is Balthazar yet, my Leo. Let's get the element of water, the whispers of Love Oracle often turns the party. This is often where the romance card pops up. But it is the element of water, the heart stuff, the emotional stuff, the love that is divine power at the core of who we are. That, particularly when we're feeling joyful, flows full, that I can just handle a fountain. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, the higher selves of all involved, so not just you, whoever else, is in this relationship. And again, does this have to be romantic? It's not screaming it necessarily, but it's not off the table. Breathe. Fixed air signs. Still point. Sound of the rain outside. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of cross watchers? Watching this video, receiving this reading, the element of water to put the juice into the spell, the love, the emotional aspect, so they can manifest that heart's desire involving joy with relationships and mirroring and compassion, and yet again more joy with the healing angels of blessings, just sprinkling blessings all around them at their invitation, please. So what's a piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign of cross watcher watching this video and receiving this reading this beautiful, beautiful October, November 2022? Practice compassion. You got another double whammy. Practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. Now look, Dalai Lama, good place to start, right? But compassion is a mystical extension of the divine unity of who we are. It's sympathy, it's empathy, but compassion must be given to the self within first, right? To cut yourself a break, to give yourself that wiggle room. And of course, if you're going to be doing a mirroring process, that's sort of the point of it, right? To be compassionate with yourself. I mean, look, even if, whether or not you believe in past lives and reincarnation, you can certainly see there are certain relationship patterns that have played out regardless of society, right? Certain parental relationships, which of course has evolved. Oh, please, I'm Generation X. I was a latchkey kid. You wouldn't dare now, right? And that's only over, well, let's just say a certain amount of years. So to be compassionate with people who are carrying wounds. It's not the person, it's the painful pattern. It's a lot of pa-pa-pa-pas, right? So to get that heart open that way, and you know what, Aquarians, you're good at that. You're humanitarians at heart. You want to bring people together in unity, right? You know, the song from Hair, harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding, etc. Treat Williams with long hair. So practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. And honestly, that's it. That's an Aquarian gig. Y'all don't just pull back. You pull back and up. You go into the stratosphere, fixed air. Aquarius. I like it. I like it. It feels good. And really, from that altitude, you get in that 5th dimensional vibe. You see the humor and everything. And it can be very joyful, particularly when you look back at what you thought of as your mistakes, that they were perfectly choreographed. And there was a secret plan in play, apparently, for everybody. Last card down, the Matcon Healing Mantra deck. So you got yourself an affirmation, you can always rewind it. This one, we're going to get you from the bookie book, the card of spirit to charge this thing. So a piece of rhodochrosite or similar hay, a rock from the garden, a piece of jewelry, something you just want to carry with you as a reminder. Call on the healing angels of blessings for, say the spell of joy, with the intention of seeing things from a different perspective. Course in Miracles says that the true prayer for a miracle is, help me see this differently. And you're asking spirit, not necessarily someone on the outside, someone on the way and say, hey, I got somebody on the inside. So the mantra that you could charge all this with, a little bit or a lot of it, day by day, from a Tuesday to Tuesday, Scorpio to Taurus, this could be amazing. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. All right, I got it. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, Twin Flame Soulmate, all that jazz, Soul Family, what have you, because we do have that relationships card, and that might be more than just a one-on-one relationship. That could be groups and tribal, considering Aquarius is very much us all working together in that hands across America, we are the world, we are the children kind of way. So please, beloved Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts and Relationships, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra to help the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, manifest their heart's desire of joy in relationships with compassion and yet again joy, with the healing angels of blessings waiting to zoom in and help. Mentally, most likely, maybe helping them see the hidden blessings in things so that they can see things differently, right? See things from a different perspective. Understand that people's pain possesses them. Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, 101. Please, the perfect healing mantra for my beloved Aqua Lungs Aquariums and their cross watchers this beautiful, beautiful October, November 2022. Cultivating courage. In any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. No idea how many times I have used that mantra before getting on camera. In any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. Why? Because you are cultivating courage, mon amour. I probably have a really bad French accent, but it was my most powerful magical language in another life, so I tap into it when I can. Yeah. Particularly if you've done this gig before. Well, obviously without the YouTube. We just scribbled it on the cave walls, darling, and hope somebody walked by. Cultivating courage. In any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. Don't ask me before, but in any given moment. Yeah. When courage is cultivated, you are aware of your choices and able to pinpoint your most inspired actions with accuracy and ease. Now, isn't that a higher chakra perspective, right? To be able to kind of pull back like an Aquarius, higher mind, and see what the most inspired choices are. With accuracy and ease, which is lovely, such notions may not always match up with the things you want, but they will always give you the exact experiences you need to further evolve your soul. So that's the hero's journey, right? The hero does not get everything that they want. No, it's not a walk in the park, a hero's journey. Read any of the classics and even the contemporaries, right? The contemporary, the Marvel, DC, blah, 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 all of it, the hero's journey. There's always conflict. And it's what they need to grow and evolve, right? But this is about joy, right? That's the dominant vibe on the table, joy and compassion. So, in any given moment, you'll know what to do, maybe even what to say, where to go, right? As you cultivate courage, you are stepping into a new frontier of soul expression where life has permission to guide you forward into the fulfillment of your long-awaited destiny. Now, every step on the hero's journey, they're handed fate. They alchemize it into destiny. Certainly a joyful vibe on that. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go. There's almost a Ho'oponopono reference in there. Clean erase all the way home. This mantra is ideal for breaking old habits, right? In any given moment, you always know exactly what to do. Deepening your focus, fixed air, total mental focus, and following your heart, right? Courage, from the French word, the heart. Je comprends. Like Frenchman. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put this together in what's called a blessimation. One of our patrons over on Patreon came up with the word, and I think it's freaking genius, honestly, because we do the blessings for real. And then at the end of that, I release you all, usually by letting the goofy free. The goofy chakra kind of activates in all of it. And thank you so much for watching, and please take a nice deep breath. Still point. as I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to cultivate courage, because in any given moment, they'll always know exactly what to do. That might start with seeing things differently and practicing compassion, which they can do from a more higher mind, higher vibe kind of deal. So if they can call upon the healing angels of blessings tuned to them in some way, right, get into it. What is the ancient meaning of the word blessing? I want to look that up. In their relationships with joy and compassion, right, looking perhaps at the mirroring process, but maybe a little bit deeper, finding the hidden blessings here so that they can see things differently and know exactly what to do should this person cross their path or they cross theirs, so that they can manifest and uncover the magnificence of their own inner being, their true state of joy. Let joy and light radiate from we, as we do will. Somewhere to be. Somewhere to be. So it is. That was really good. Yeah. Look, this is a total mind shift. This doesn't feel like it's going to take 2 weeks to do, honestly, but should you be confronted along the way, just remember, Gregg, Braden, 7 Essene, E-S-S-E-N-E mirrors, seriously. You want some ancient truth and wisdom, it's a good place to jump off. Hey, them Dead Sea Scrolls, they're pretty lively. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, please consider subscribing, and if the video helped, if it clicked for you, hit the thumbs up. Helps other people find the guidance, the grace, the encoded love, wisdom, and power in the reading itself. Thank you very much. But if you want the daily, if you want the coffee from the couch morning stuff, if you want the extended readings and just so many other benefits, come Patreon on Patreon. Seriously, look at my face. I love it. It's going to be a year on the 18th. Oh, it was the 28th. It's the 18th of November. So I'm adding some new levels then to Watcher, which will be our lowest cost tier, and Mystic. It's going to be pretty cool. So thank you so much for watching, my friends, my aqua lungs, my aquariums. We got a bunch of aquariums over on Patreon. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning. Otherwise, if you want to book me for a private reading, it is really easy enough to do. There's a link in the description box to a YouTube video called Booking a Reading with Mal. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal. But we're afraid to ask, yet I've never met an Aquarian too afraid to ask anything. And I love you. Hang in there, really manifest that joy, anchor that into the Earth's electromagnetic field. We could use it. Hell, farewell. And blessed be.